Hey babes, welcome back to another nail art tutorial. Today I'm going to give you guys the behind the scenes for this Nicki Minaj pop art look. If you'd like to see how I created this, stay tuned.
She stepped out of a painting, her walk of art of you. Walking to me, it's amazing, I really admire you. Long as you here.
Getting right into it, I go in with my Goo Trades 3XL nail tips. I lay the foundation out with pencil for the design I'm going to do. And then I grab my black gel liner and I just overline all of the stenciling I just did with the pencil. This is going to allow me to see more clearly as I paint and add more layers to the design. Anything that I don't like, I just go ahead and I clean up with my number 2 Kolinsky brush and some brush cleaner. If this brush is still available on Amazon, I will also have that linked in the description below. And while you guys watch me fill in this stenciling, let's just talk about it, because I know I was so excited for the release date of Pink Friday 2, and obviously there's a whole bunch of barbs that were excited about it too. This look has literally blown up on my YouTube shorts, you guys. Most views I have ever gotten since I've been on YouTube, which is 40K now, and I'm just excited about that. I know, people are like, oh, that's not really viral or whatever, but it's viral enough for me, okay? So yeah, I was just really excited that, there's a lot of people connecting to the artwork and that, more people are getting to know and see what I offer. But yeah, you guys, so comment down below, like, what has Nicki's music done for you guys, or what has Nicki done for you guys? Because I know since I started really following her music and her career as an entertainer in high school, she really just motivated me to be more confident with myself, to put myself more out there. And anytime I was like walking alone or something, I promise you, I was bumping some Nicki in my headphones to just, walk with confidence, be myself. And still to this day, I have trouble coming out of my shell, a bit shy. But put on some Minaj, and watch, the introvert turns into an extrovert real quick. And also to just see the evolution of her as a mother is really amazing to me, because I became a mother a little shortly after she became a mom. And just hearing her encouragement in her music, seeing somebody who does have kids and still have their sexy, because as you get older you kind of worry about those things or whatever. And blessings, oh my gosh, blessings, becoming a mom, you really kind of connect to your spirituality more, because we live in a crazy world, let's face it. So you definitely just, need to be prayed up, stayed up on your spirituality tip too, because that affects you mentally and physically way more than we realize. But getting back into this tutorial, guys, as you can see, I'm going in right now with some Apres gel polish to fill in the base of her face. So I know it's going to be a little bit more on the lighter side, so I went in my lightest shade from the Cairo Collection, which is Mummy Dearest. A play on words from, the whole set is a play on words from its Egyptian theme, which is really Kemet, but I'm not going to get into that. So basically, as you can see, I'm just going in and filling in where all the light parts are going to be. And literally right now, you can just see the face starting to form. I went ahead and zoomed in a bit more for you guys so you can see exactly how I'm just filling in all the spaces I know are going to predominantly stay on the lighter side. And after that, I go ahead in with another color from the same collection, which is, I literally use this collection for all of my skin tone pieces. And I believe this is You know what? I had it backwards. So the color I'm using now is Mummy Dearest, and the color I was using before is called Pheromones. So right now I'm going in with Mummy Dearest to go ahead and add her contour into her face. So basically I use Pheromone for the highlighted parts of her face, and now I'm going in with Mummy Dearest for the contoured part of her face. Yes. And as you guys will see, eventually the lighting will change up a little bit. My little one was asleep in the room with me, so I had to just use my camera light on my iPhone to film this, and so it was a little bit darker, but you guys can still see what I'm doing. And like I told you guys in the last video, like there's really no secret sauce to doing nail art, but you do have to have a keen eye for proportionality and for placement. So right here you see me filling in her lips, but as time goes on I am going to change that up because the proportions were not right for her lips and it was really blowing me at one point in time, but we got it done. So yeah. And y'all know I had to give her this bad cat eye to, you know, just add the definition of where her eyelashes were going to be. They were pretty thick because, you know, it is a pop art style. So a lot of things like lashes or, you know, the lines in the hair will be thick, exaggerated, and defined. The white that I'm adding right now is adding highlights to her hair.
We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
Right here, as I mentioned earlier, you see me just covering up the outline of the lips because I'm going to change that soon. And actually, once again, I have another correction. So my foundation color was indeed Pheromones, and then my foundation color was indeed Mummy Dearest. My contour color was called Pyramid Scheme, and to blend the two a little bit more seamlessly, you see me adding in Pheromones. So that's the color combo that I'm using to make a color gradient from her highlight to her darks, and from her darks to her highlighted areas of her face. And then you see me using my blender brush just to blend everything more seamlessly, make it a conducive look, and make everything seem like it's going into one piece. Going back over my work, finalizing lines, and cleaning everything up. So I know, like I had mentioned before, that, you know, there's no secret sauce to nail art, but there are different components. I would say the first component would be laying your foundation, the sketch, and the outline of your work. The second component would be laying the first layers, which is those first colors to just make the background of the art, which we did when we laid down Mummy Dearest. And then it would be going in and adding those minute details.
To the future, we don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
It's so funny because right here I'm spending so much time cleaning everything up, you know, adding highlights back in, defining the eyebrows a bit more, and all this stuff, right? And then the next day when I get it in some light and I see everything, like, I'm upset because it's a whole mess. Like, nothing was blended seamlessly. everything was really splotchy, and I had to go back over it like 3 more times just to get it seamless in the different lighting. So right here it looks real flawless, looks like everything is cohesive, but child, in reality it was not. So you'll see what I'm talking about when the light shifts in just a second.
We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace, I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me, from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over.
Y'all, look at this mess. Look at how nothing is blended seamlessly. Like, everything's splotchy. You can see under her left eye, it's like all splotchy. Like, it's crazy. And I just went in and started on the hair because I was, obviously a little hurt when I saw her face, and it was not what I thought it was going to be at all. So now that I have her hair filled in with this baby pink, and I went in with the baby pink first because we're going to add some darker pinks to it later. I also went ahead, since I already had the pink on my brush, and started to redo her lips. Getting her lips perfect was really hard because she has like a really distinctive lip and nose, and I really wanted to make sure that it looked like her. On my other art piece, there were a lot of comments saying, oh, kind of look like Tiana Taylor. It kind of looked like, what's that girl? Black China. And I was like, no, this needs to look just like Nicki. So I kind of put a little bit of pressure on myself when creating this look. But art should be about fun. Making nail art should be about love. Because really, in reality, I love to see people's reaction when they have a cute nail set, especially if they haven't had their nails done in a while, and you give them just, a really cute design, makes them feel real confident, like that feeling, like I'm back, and I'm better than ever. So I love being that person. So when I was creating this, I was just like, imagine if Nicki seen this. Like, I want her to be like, oh yeah, that's me. These are cute. Like, So yeah. Anyways, you see me going back over the lines that I defined earlier and adding some more in there to get her hair cut out. And really, after you start adding some of the more finite details, you really get to see your artwork come together.
From the past into the future, we don't need.
Once I had enough of her face done, I was like, okay, let me get to start working on some of these other nails. So you see me just adding the 2 nails that would complete her face onto the nail stands, and then defining those little sketch lines with black liner, how I did when I started the central nail. So in this design, it was when she had on a fur coat. So right here, I'm just outlining the fur, outlining her hair, and then adding those foundational colors. Since her hair was going to be real dark at the bottom, I didn't even bother going in with the baby pink. I just started off right with that dark pink, that light pink at the top, and the white in the middle for the highlight.
Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
Like like I said before, Nicki has a very distinctive nose. So you see me just trying to outline that and get it right. With the finite details, guys, just take your time, really analyze your reference photo and try to get it just as close as possible. That's literally all you can do. Just try to get it as close as possible and don't stop until you're satisfied with the look. Since these are press-on nails and I didn't have a actual client sitting in front of me, I could take my time and take as long as I like to get it just perfect. And nothing is perfect. So, just as close as possible to perfect as you can be. Now I'm adding in pink to her cheeks to highlight those areas. I had went in earlier with like a darker red and I realized it was too dark. So I went in with that same pink from the bottom of her hair, and then I just blend that out so that it's, not so harsh.
I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
I don't think I mentioned it at all, but this whole entire look was created with my 9mm brush from Nails by Dev. I realized that this is the brush that, I create with the best. I've seen a lot of different nail artists, use the long liner brush to the detailer brush to their 9mm brush, but for me, the 9mm is where it's at. Like, I can get all the small details, all the big details, whatever details I need in with this brush. Like, I don't have to switch from brush to brush. The only other brush you do see me going in with is that blender brush, and mine is pretty beat up, but it still works really well. I just haven't had the funds to invest in another brush right now, but when I do get some change on the side, I definitely will. And once again, guys, I was not satisfied with this lip, so I went in again with Pyramid Scheme, that same brown that's kind of around the rest of the face, and just covered it up. Cover it up as many times as you need to, redraw as many times as you need to, go back, do it over. Like, it's okay to mess up. It's okay that she, is giving no mouth right now. Because in the end, she comes out really good, and I'm really glad that I took the time to go back over and to do it better. Another pro tip, you guys, when you get frustrated with a certain area, just start working on a different part of the design. So since her face was kind of frustrating me and I couldn't get this lip right, I was like, all right, let me just go in and start working on this fur coat. So that's what you see me doing right here. Adding the two different browns that I'm going to need. I think I used two different browns, white and gray, and a little bit of black, just to outline the fur. Yeah. So for the brown, I use that on the inside of the jacket, a little bit at the top part on the right side, and for the most part on the left side, my left, is white. And guys, when you're doing things like hair and fur, you want to make sure that the directionality of your brush strokes also match that of hair. So as you see, I'm going in one direction and I'm going down. And when I do those sections where the two colors meet, I'm kind of blending them out together, making sure that there are strokes in there that would make it feel like actual hair strokes. I'm adding a pink in just to give it a better gradient, so it doesn't just look like, oh, one color's here and another color's here, like a popsicle. It's real live flowy, like actual hair.
I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's
guys, I thought these lines were so bad. Like, I thought they looked so cute. I could have left it just like this and been satiated, but I was like, nah, let me fill it in. Let me actually, like, create this look how it's supposed to look. I like the flare that I added on that right side too, to really give fur, and with the left side, I just stacked that white on top of each other after I cured to really give fur. Between each and every section that I do, I know I don't show it, but I am curing. For the time's sake of the video and everything, it's definitely sped up, and I don't show me curing at all. But that's why you see me going in on these different sections, but using the same white, because I'm like, okay, I'm already using white. Let me do all of these white sections before I cure.
From the past into the future, we don't need any backs or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace. I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear.
Throughout this next section of the video, you'll just see me using my black gel liner just to add in the details to the fur coat and her hair to really define those areas of the design.
Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
Sounds right.
Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any backs or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here.
After I had added in the brown and filled in the rest of the white on the left side of the jacket, I was really happy because it started to look even better than with just the white lines. I was like, all right, I made a good decision. But yeah, so after this, I was like, I'm not ready to start on her lips, so let me start on the thumbnail. 17,000 coats later, it was finally ready to get painted on. So I go in with that same dark pink I used for her hair, and I just start to outline the letters. So you see me just draw it first, then make it thick enough to where it's actually conducive enough to be seen from a little bit of a distance on the nails. And then I also clean up the edges of it to make it thick enough where it looks like a font and not just somebody writing on nails. For this, I just went with regular Helvetica, regular little font. And on some of the words, I did do cursive, just to emphasize, make it real girly, real cute. I was originally going to use the curse words, but I was like, my audience is a bit broad. Plus, I didn't want to get flagged on YouTube for writing curse words. Like, I know you can't say them. I didn't know if you could write them. So I was like, all right, let me just make this conducive to all audiences. So yeah, I did who, TAF, told, and then like I said, I was gonna write out the word, but first of all, it didn't even fit. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna do just the asterisks, and so that's what you see me do now. And yeah, guys, if something doesn't look right, just clean it up. Clean it up. Once again, me personally, I just use brush cleaner and a tiny brush, my number 2 Kolinsky brush, which is really meant for 3D nail art, but I use it as my brush cleaner. I mean, my eraser. And go ahead and clean up anything I don't like. And I thought that bee was real cute. It was like a Mean Girls bee. This whole vibe, this whole nail was giving like a Mean Girls vibe. Because it's like a Mean Girls line. Like, who the told they was me now? Period. Okay. So yeah. And then of course they is black because the ops. Ew, the opposition. Why would they be pink? Of course they're black. So yeah. So further emphasize that, I went in with the black. And I was really feeling this design after this. And I was like, all right, I got the gusto to go back in on her face and try to fix it. Because I was telling y'all, I was so over her face. I had to work on different components of this whole nail set to even get me back into the mood to finish her face.
Past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
Sounds driving.
Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
This was after I cured. I went back in and I'm just going over everything with the same paint just to make it more thick and less see-through, just deepening the opacity.
All we got is time. A small town run down, so let's run away from here. From the ghost to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastors. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it. I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over.
Okay, back to our main character. So I zoomed in for you guys to give it a more up-close view. You can really see the details now. She is so cute even right now, like looking back. I'm so happy I recorded this look. I was really about to not record this, you guys, but I was like, no, let me record this one start to finish too. And I did. So happy I did. Once again, going back over those initial layers to add more definition to everything, to make everything less see-through. And now, you guys, I'm ready for her nose and lips. So this time, instead of using black, which is very finite, I went in with that same brown I used for the fur coat, which is darker than the one I used for her face originally, but still not as finite as black. So I started the outline with this brown, and I believe this color is Brownie from Tracy Nails. I'm not too sure if she still has this color. I know she changes her line up a lot with different collections, so I have to check on that, you guys. But you know, any brown will do. It's a pretty typical brown. But yeah, so instead of using that black, I go in with brown, and I'm pretty sure this time I actually like and keep the lip. So after I cure, I'm able to add in more details using that brown, and then I go in even further with a deeper brown.
Run down, so let's run away from here. From the ghost to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't memories, just need to wipe the slate clean.
After I'm satisfied with the outline, I then begin to fill.
A small town, run down, so let's run away from here.
I add shadow detailing to her nose and then begin to cover up those harsher lines that I created with that dark brown with a lighter brown that blends seamlessly with her face.
Any bags or any pastures, let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastures. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
Throughout this next portion of the video, you just see me adding in more details that further bring out her face, cleaning up anything I don't like, and adjusting as needed.
Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastures. Let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace, I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastures. Let's be in the present, I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over.
I had no idea what color I was going to use for the background, but then I ended up using June Bride from OPI, one of my faves.
Any bags or any pastures, let's be in the present. I don't wanna sweat it, I just wanna start all over. Just wanna start all over. All over. Hop in my getaway car, let's go just for the night. Nowhere is ever too far, baby, all we got is time. A small town.
Yeah guys, we're pretty much finished with this look. As you can see, I'm just adding those small details, highlighting things, cleaning up a little other things, just to make everything come together more cohesively and finish adding the smallest details. I love the pink I used for her lips. I went in with highlight on one side and a little bit darker color on the other side.
We don't need the memories, just need to wipe the slate clean. Go from chaos to the peace, I need to focus on me. A small town, run down, so let's run away from here. From the coast to the coast, where everything is clear. Follow me from the past into the future. We don't need any bags or any pastures. Let's
after finishing, I was like, what should I do with that pinky? So I was like, my babe is a Chanel girly all day. So I had this little Chanel charm. I just added that to it. And I was like, I'm so satiated. Like, I'm so satisfied with this. Let me top coat, get this under this light. And she's done. It's a wrap. It was a wrap, you guys. Look at her. So pretty. I'm really so happy with how this turned out, guys.
Just wanna start all over. All over.
And voila, you guys, Nicki Minaj pop art style. We are in love. Thank you guys for watching till the end, for tuning in with me, for supporting me, and liking this video. Subscribe and comment. Hope you guys enjoyed. Love you. Bye.
I hate
She stepped out of a painting, oh